Hey guys, welcome back to Max and Dad Talk About Reggae. Metal. What are we talking about today, Max?
The very, very famous Metallica, one of the big four.
Biggest band on Spotify in Mexico.
In Mexico. Wonder if you'll catch the hint later on.
So, we're not going to talk about their famous albums.
No,
we're
we're
going
not
to
talking about Black Album or Master of Puppets or, that stuff. Today, we're talking about Garage Days.
Days Revisited, a very special EP, which was originally called the $5.98 EP, which I think later was re-released as the $9.98 EP to adjust for inflation. But it was essentially a little EP they recorded on the back of their Master of Puppets tour.
Yep.
So how long after Cliff Burton died?
So Cliff Burton died in 86. This was released in July 87. So Cliff would have been dead, very unfortunately.
Yes.
You can see in the corner here, you've got Jason
Newsted had just started, so they all had a lot more hair. They
yes.
were, what was cool about this was it was kind of just off the back of their last good album.
Yeah.
Everything else they've done since has
it's
kind
really
of
complicated
been crap.
or poppy.
And they were still pretty cool guys here. There's some good pictures on the back, which are probably hard to see, but of them hanging out in the garage where they recorded it, etc.
James has got a Faith No More t-shirt on in one of the photos.
Faith No More t-shirt, pretty cool.
So, still in that punk area.
Yeah, well, why I love this and why it's probably the only Metallica album I own is because it is all cover songs, mainly of things like Misfits.
Diamond Head and Misfits.
So a bit of punk, bit of early metal.
I'll read the track listing out. So on side 1, it's Helpless and then Small Hours. And then on side 2, it's The Weight, Crash Course in Brain Surgery, which is by Budgie actually. So they covered Budgie as well.
Yeah, they did a few
with
times.
Bread Fan as well.
Yep.
But that's not on this one. And then Last Caress and Green Hell, which are both Misfits songs.
And so there's some interesting facts about this EP, isn't there?
There's a couple really funny things on the back of the EP. On the back, where it generally says produced by and engineered by, it says not very produced by Metallica, which I find quite funny. But then also it reads... So in early July, we flipped down to LA and did it in 6 days, about the same time it took to load in the gear on the last album.
So they're already a pretty huge band, and even though they say it doesn't sound very engineered, it does sound pretty good considering, unlike your regular punk albums.
Yeah. This album is a bit of a collector's item.
It is now, yeah. I'm not sure how much it's worth. This is the Australian pressing, which came from, which might be hard to see, but that's the old Metal for Melbourne logo, Shop 12, 181 Flinders Street in Melbourne, which is now Fed Square. So that's no longer there,
unfortunately.
But that's where I purchased this, and it would have had a lovely cigarette smoke smell because you were still allowed to smoke in shops in those days, so everything you purchased from Metal for Melbourne did smell like cigarettes.
Those stores are running out in Melbourne, unfortunately.
I don't think there's any of those stores in Melbourne. So this is not to be confused with Garage Inc.
No, it's not. Garage Inc. was after they all chopped their hair and everything, which is still covers, but it's not the same. They're different.
I think it actually Garage Inc. Contains all the songs off this EP as well, plus others.
Yeah,
but they're dressed up as mechanics on the front cover or something really lame in classic new Metallica fashion.
Yeah.
So so what? Still a little nugget of what was once the
Metallica
greatest thrash
gold.
band in the world.
Yes.
and hard to get these days, but you can listen to it on Spotify.
Spotify's
And where would most people be listening to Metallica on Spotify, Max?
If you didn't pick up the hint at the start, the most popular country Metallica is listened to is, in fact, Mexico City.
Mexico City, again. And followed, of course, by Sao Paulo.
Yes.
And Santiago in Chile.
So that's the top 3 for metal.
Do you think it's the same people listening to Black Sabbath? Must be.
It's got to be.
It's got to be. Yeah, I think so. All right. You got anything else to say about this EP?
Don't forget to drop your thoughts on it after you go have a listen. Definitely do. It's a really great album. And don't forget to, I know it's very cliched, but don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel.
Like and subscribe if you want to get some updates on what's, keep updated on what's coming next. We've got a black metal episode coming up soon for one of our subscribers.
Big 4. We're going to do the Big 4.
We'll do a Big 4 episode and a few other bits and pieces. Not including talking about reggae or jazz or cumbia, unfortunately. But, all right, cool. So do you want to take us out with a bit of a riff, maybe?
I will. So we'll come back. I'll be set up for my riff, and
all right,
I'll see you there. Okay, so this is a new segment. It's called Max's Riffs. So where I take you out with the riff. I end the episode with one of my favourite riffs from the band. So today we're going to do Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Here we go. So I'll see you guys next week with another awesome episode of Max and Dan Talk Metal. See ya!